Hello everybody and welcome back to another My Porch Prints tutorials. This is Kyra and today I'm going to be showing you how to put together these adorable little paper angels for Christmas. So let's just jump right in here. To start, I'm going to begin by making the halos for the angel, which I am using this little craft wire that I had on hand. You can get this at pretty much any craft store. I actually think we got ours from Walmart maybe, or the dollar store. And this one happens to be green, so I'm going to end up painting it. But to start, I'm just measuring out a decent amount here, maybe like 7 inches, 6 inches. It's always better to have more than less because you can always cut off any extra you don't need. And I'm just going to be taking the top and kind of twisting it and rolling it into like a circle shape here. The width kind of just depends on preference. I'm going about the width of my pinky. And once I have it kind of shaped into a halo shape, I am going over it with some white paint. This is optional. You don't have to do this. I just hoped that it would make the gold color kind of pop a little bit more. So that's what I did. I went over it with a little bit of gold paint. And then while that paint was still wet, I dipped it into some fine gold glitter. Again, I bought this, I believe, from either Walmart or Michael's. And I'm just kind of giving it a good coating here, making sure to get the top and the base. And this gives it kind of like a sparkly, tinsely sort of look to it. Just kind of fun for the holidays. However, another option is I had this ribbon here. It's like a gold ribbon with wire edges. And I realized that I could cut those edges off and use them the same way to kind of form a little halo here. And this way I don't actually end up getting glitter all over the place while I'm crafting. So I'm going to be using this since I had it on hand and it'll just make things a little cleaner today. But I wanted to show you the option of using wire and glitter to make a halo if you don't happen to have the same ribbon I have. So I don't even know if they still make this ribbon. I bought it years ago. So I definitely wanted to make sure you had a second option for your halos, and you can just choose whatever you like. I'm going to be using this ribbon to make my wings as well, but again, if you don't have this ribbon or any gold ribbon on hand, you could just paint your wings with gold paint, put some gold glitter on them, and then they should match your halo and have a very similar look. So hopefully that should give you a couple of different options for making your little angel halo and wings. But for the actual base, like the robes of the angel, I'm going to be using this paper with like some words like from a book page printed on it. I will link all of our kits used in this video down in the description box below. But all I need to do is cut a 8.5 by about maybe 1 inch piece of paper. It doesn't have to be exact. I just kind of eyeballed it here. And I'm just cutting it down so that I can kind of cross it over itself, almost like I'm about to tie a knot here, just like this. And I am going to kind of pull it until I feel like it has a nice width to it. Again, this is kind of up to preference. You could make the bodies wider or narrower depending on your preference. I feel like right about here looks good. So I'm going to crease my edges and then taking some scissors, I'm going to cut kind of like a half like circle shape, sort of just like a curve here from one corner over to the other like this. Trim off any extra pieces that look a little awkward at the bottom like this. And now I have the main body for my little angel. So I'm going to go ahead and do that one more time since I am making 3 angels today. I've already made the first, but I need a second piece. So I'm going to use this scrap to the best of my abilities to try to make, again, a similar shape, similar process, cutting off the extra, making kind of like a curved shape here. And I used my first robe as like the silhouette as a guide for my second one so that they look kind of similar. And before you glue them closed, if you want to, you could take a little bit of distress ink and go over all of the edges just to kind of help make them pop and stand out a little bit more. I'm using distress ink in the color Vintage Photo. But once you're done with that, then you just go ahead and glue them shut with one, edge over the other. And after you're done gluing them shut, we can start making the wings. So the wings are going to be about 2 inches in length. So I'm going to mark off 2 inches by 1 inch from that piece of paper I used to make the robes here. And then we're going to cut this strip out And I'm going to be using my glittery ribbon here to kind of cover that paper up, but you could paint yours gold or just leave them white. It's entirely up to you. If you're adding glitter, I would wait to do so until after you've cut the shape of your wings, so just keep that in mind. Alright, so after I have my little 2" by 1" piece of paper here with my gold ribbon on it, I'm going to be folding it in half like this. And starting out on the open edge, not the folded edge, we're going to be cutting from the corner like this and moving in towards the folded edge corner. And I'm creating 3 little ridges just by like slowly weaving my scissors back and forth here. And that way, when I open it up, I should have the shape of my wings. Now mine is a little bit stuck together here because my glue is not entirely dry. But you can kind of get the idea of the shape of wings, and you can always go in and kind of clean up the shape until you're happy with it. And once you have this first piece, you can use it sort of like as a template to trace out all of the other wings you're going to want to make. So you'd only need one perfect one. Alright, now for attaching everything together, we're going to need a piece of string. This one is probably, I don't know, about 8 to 10 inches long. Always go longer if you think you might need it. And I'm going to fold this piece of string in half and go ahead and lace it through a needle that I have. And I went ahead and punched a hole in the top of my little angel robes here. And I'm going to just pull that string from the back to the front of my robes like this. Just kind of carefully working it through. You don't want to pull too hard because it's a really thin piece of paper here, so you don't want to accidentally tear it. And I'm going to clip the end here so that I don't accidentally pull it out while working. Just using a bulldog clip to hold everything in place just makes things a little easier. And finding a button, any button will do. You just want one that, you know, kind of looks close to the size of a head here. And we're going to add the string through the bottom hole in the button. And I like to use buttons with 4 holes in them instead of 2, because when we actually weave the string through the top hole here, you can see it kind of creates an illusion effect of like 2 eyes and a nose for your little angel head. So that's kind of why I did it this way. And I'm going to just slide my button up and down the string until it's kind of where I think it looks good. I like it a little bit closer to the bottom here like this. And the leftover string at the top is now going to be our little loop that we use to hang our angel up, either on the tree or on a garland or anywhere you want, really, the front of a door, anything you want. And for the back here, I still have all this leftover string, and I can kind of tug it until my loop is as tall or short as I need it to be. You can kind of just figure out what works best for you. You might want more string if you have, like, you know, something really big you're hanging it on, like a tree branch or something, so just keep that in mind. And then with the leftover string pieces here, I'm going to tie them in a knot in the back, and this should prevent our string from being pulled out. So go ahead and just keep tying it until you've got a big old knot here in the back. Just like this. And you can see I clipped the string at the front, like to the head, to keep it from being pulled out. But once you have your knot like this, it should kind of hold in place. Now again, this is paper and string, so you don't want to like yank on it too hard because you will tear the paper or tear the string right out of your angel. So you know, just be careful when pulling on it. They can stand up to general use, but you shouldn't like yank on this, you know. So anyway, that is the little base for our angel. You can kind of see its little face here. It's starting to take shape. So let's go ahead and work on adding our halo next. So you want to string your string through the center of the halo, and that'll allow it to like move around a little bit easier and be a little bit more free. So just make sure to pull that through the loop of the halo. And then you can go ahead and adjust your wire and the location of your halo until everything kind of looks right to you. You can put it as high or low as you want. It's kind of up to you where you think it looks best. I think right here will do. So I'm going to go ahead and trim off the extra wire on the back. It doesn't need to be sticking out, so I'm just going to trim that off like this. And then I'm going to be gluing it in place. I'm using Fabri-Tac because that's what was closest, but if you want to use hot glue or something like that, feel free. Just be careful not to burn yourself. And you can go ahead and glue your halo in place, just like this. Make sure to kind of move it around here for a second until it's in the right position. And then once I'm happy with that, we're going to be covering up the base of the halo with our wings. So go ahead and grab your wings and make sure to glue them with the gold side facing forward. All right, like this. And then I'm going to just, again, be using some Fabri-Tac glue, but you could use hot glue. Might make this a little bit faster. And then I'm going to just glue it to cover up the base of our halo like this, and that'll hold everything in place, keep everything really sturdy. And there you go. You can kind of see how it all comes together to make a little angel with wings and a halo here. A really cute but effective Christmas craft to make like a quick little Christmas ornament. So there we go. Thanks so much, you guys, for watching and crafting along with me today. I hope that you had fun and got a little inspiration and that you'll give this project a try. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the other Christmas crafting videos that are coming out really soon. And I will see you in the next tutorial. Merry Christmas. Bye.